Do you ever find yourself in a conversation about your school days?
The best way to use this video is a technique called shadowing. It's very simple. After I say a sentence, you repeat it out loud. Try to copy my pronunciation, my rhythm, and my intonation exactly. This is an incredibly effective way to improve your listening, your speaking, and your memory all at the same time. You're not just passively listening, you're actively participating. This practice will help you improve your speaking and listening skills. Remember, the key to progress is consistent practice. Are you ready? Let's begin with part 1, the beginner level.
I go to school every day. My school is big. My teacher is kind. I sit at a desk. I read my book. I write in my notebook. I listen to the teacher. I ask questions in class. The bell rings. I go home after school.
Great job! Those sentences cover the absolute basics. Notice the simple structure. Subject, verb, object. I go to school. This is the foundation of English. Now, let's talk about homework. I do my homework every night. Homework helps me learn. I use a pen. I use a pencil. My homework is in my bag. I finish my homework. My parents help me. I bring my homework to school. The teacher checks it. I get a good mark.
Narrator's note, transition. Excellent, you're getting the hang of it. You see, mastering these simple sentences is the first step to being able to speak English fluently. It's not about complex magic tricks. It's about building a strong base, just like in the best English conversation lessons. Now let's move on to the subjects we study. Sentences 21 through 30, school subjects. I study English. I study math. I study science. I like history. I draw in art class. I sing in music class. I play sports in gym class. My favorite subject is English. I learn new things. School is interesting. Sentences 31 through 40, interacting with friends. I have many friends at school. I eat with my friends. We play in the playground. We run with my friends. We talk and laugh. My friends are nice. We share our toys. My classmates are friendly. We help each other. I like playing with my friends.
Wonderful! Social interaction is a huge part of school life. Using simple, positive words like nice, friendly, and help makes your English sound very welcoming. Let's practice a few more sentences about the learning process itself. I learn new words. I read a story. I write sentences. I spell the words. I learn slowly. I learn every day. My teacher helps me. I try my best. Learning is fun. I am a good student. Sentences 51 through 50. I raise my hand. I give an answer. Sometimes I am right. Sometimes I am wrong. But I try again. I feel happy. I believe in myself. I want to be smart. I like learning. I am proud of my work.
The classroom is clean. There are posters on the wall. The library is quiet. I borrow books from the library. The cafeteria is noisy. I bring my lunch. The school bus is yellow. I wait for the bus. I see my friends on the bus. The school day is long. Fantastic work! You have now practiced 70 fundamental sentences. Take a deep breath. Feel the rhythm of the language. You are building muscle memory for your mouth and your mind. Let's move on to the next level. 20 to 40 minutes. Part 2. Intermediate level. A narrator speaks each sentence clearly, leaving a 6 to 8 second pause for the viewer to repeat. Narrator's introduction. Okay, let's move to the next level. The sentences will be a little longer now. Listen carefully and try to shadow with me. We are going to add more details and connect ideas. Sentences 71 to 80. Morning routine and commute. I go to school every morning to learn new things. Very good. Did you notice how we combined simple ideas? For example, I sit at my desk and I open my book became I sit at my desk and open my book. The word "and" is your best friend for connecting ideas. Let's talk more about different classes. In English class, I read short stories and practice speaking. In math class, I solve simple problems on the board. In science class, I learn about animals and the earth. I like art class because I can draw. During break time, I run and play outside with friends. At home, I read slowly and try to understand the words. I practice writing sentences to make my English better. I sometimes ask my teacher when I don't understand. My teacher is kind and helps me learn. I feel happy when I get a good mark. Sometimes homework is hard, but I don't give up. I usually study for 1 or 2 hours after school. Sometimes I feel tired, but I know homework is important. When I finish my assignments, I feel proud. I keep my notes organized in different folders. I often highlight important information in my books. I like to use flashcards to remember new words. Studying with a friend makes learning easier. We quiz each other before exams. I try not to study at the last minute. Narrator's note, transition. Excellent work! Building good study habits is crucial. You might see videos promising you can learn English while you sleep. And while that sounds amazing, the truth is that active, focused practice like this is what really makes a difference. Preparing early is a key to success. Let's practice some more sentences about that. Sentences 101 to 110, preparation and attitude. Preparing early helps me feel confident. I write a study timetable before exams. I follow it carefully. I also take short breaks. Breaks help me stay fresh. When I pass a test, I celebrate with friends. We go out for pizza or coffee. Success feels good when you work hard. Failure is not the end. Failure is a chance to try again. Sentences 111 to 120. University life basics. Many students live in dormitories. Dorm life is fun, but sometimes noisy. Some students cook together in shared kitchens. Others eat in the cafeteria. University has clubs and activities for students. Joining a club helps you make friends. Many students work part-time jobs. They must balance study and work. Time management becomes very important. Students sometimes stay awake until late at night. They drink coffee to stay awake. Exams can be stressful, but planning ahead reduces stress. Professors do not check homework every day. They expect students to be independent. We have lectures in large halls. We take notes on our laptops. Seminars are smaller group discussions. We have to participate in discussions. The library is a great place to study. I learn something new every day at school. My classmates are friendly and we help each other. I practice reading loudly to improve my speaking. I believe every small step helps me learn English. I copy sentences from the board to remember better. When I study, I sometimes say the words out loud. I want to speak English clearly and with confidence. School gives me the chance to grow every day. Education is important because it opens doors in life. I know English will help me in the future. You are doing an amazing job. We've moved from simple statements to more complex ideas with reasons and results. This is how you really start to own the language. Now for our final challenge.
These sentences are more natural and academic. They use more advanced vocabulary and sentence structures. This is your chance to really stretch your English skills. Listen very carefully and shadow me. Sentences 141 to 150. Advanced study concepts. Studying is not only about grades. It is about growth, confidence, and knowledge. My goal is to enjoy the process of learning every day. Homework, projects, and exams are all part of this educational journey. I am ready for the challenge and will keep learning step by step. Knowledge will ultimately guide me to success. At university, managing your time effectively is essential. Students have more freedom, but also more responsibility. I learn to listen when others are speaking. I learn to share and work with classmates. School is not only about books, but also about life.
Studying will help me follow my dreams.
I want to get good grades and make my family happy. Homework may be hard, but it helps me improve. I trust myself to learn step by step. Every day I get a little better at English. I believe practice is the key to success. Learning makes me feel strong and confident. I want to study abroad one day. Meeting international students is exciting. We share cultures and ideas. Those were great sentences. The language is becoming more sophisticated. We're not just stating facts, we're expressing beliefs, goals, and complex feelings. This is how you move from just speaking English to truly communicating in English. All right, let's keep going. We are approaching the end of the chapter, but remember to never stop learning. Here are sentences 161 through 170. I read English articles online to learn new vocabulary. I sometimes watch videos with subtitles, which makes learning fun. At school, we have group projects to encourage collaboration. Working in a team teaches me cooperation. Sometimes we disagree, but we learn to solve problems. At university, life is very different from high school. My family supports me and tells me to do my best. I enjoy learning new words and using them in class. Teachers and professors encourage us to learn from our mistakes. I feel proud when I understand my teacher's words.
Each class teaches me something useful for my life. Reading stories helps me learn more vocabulary. The more I read, the more confident I feel. The more I write, the better I become. I like English because I can speak with people worldwide. Math teaches me how to think carefully and clearly. Science makes me curious about the world around me. History shows me stories from the past. Art lets me be creative and express myself. School teaches me to be polite and respectful. Narrator's note. Transition. We're almost there. These sentences express nuanced ideas. Remember, it's not enough to memorize lists of 400 words to learn English while you sleep. You must practice using them in full, meaningful sentences like these to truly build your vocabulary and fluency.
I find that creating a study schedule is crucial for managing my workload. Collaborating with peers on group assignments often leads to better results. I make it a point to review my lecture notes at the end of each day. Active participation in class discussions has significantly boosted my confidence. I seek feedback from my professors to understand where I can improve. Balancing academic responsibilities with personal time is a skill I'm developing. The university library offers a quiet environment conducive to focused study. I utilize online resources and academic journals for my research papers. Setting realistic and achievable goals for each semester keeps me motivated. I've learned that consistent effort is more effective than last-minute cramming. I'm looking forward to specializing in my chosen field of study. My academic advisor has been very helpful in planning my course schedule. I'm considering joining a debate club to enhance my public speaking skills. Attending academic workshops has provided me with valuable insights. I am building a network of contacts that will be useful in my future career. My university experience is shaping me into a more independent and critical thinker. I cherish the friendships I have made with people from diverse backgrounds. I believe that a good education is the foundation for a successful future. Every challenge I overcome in my studies makes me a stronger person. I am excited to apply the knowledge I have gained to make a difference in the world. Congratulations! You have just practiced 200 sentences about studying, homework, school, and university life. We started with simple beginner sentences and moved all the way up to more complex, natural-sounding ones. By shadowing these sentences, you have improved your listening, your speaking, and your memory. Remember, practice every day is the key to progress. Even 10 minutes of shadowing can make a big difference in your fluency. So feel free to come back, listen again, and repeat until the sentences feel completely natural to you. Thank you so much for joining me today in this episode. This is English Unleashed, and I'm Tom. If you found this practice session helpful, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel, English Glow, for more lessons to help you shine. Until next time, keep studying, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.